We are live.
So before anyone gets too upset, does anyone object to being recorded on camera for the posterity of our meeting? 3, 2, okay. Congratulations, we're live on the internet. Welcome everyone. Welcome our friend Dean. Hello.
Hello, friend Dean.
Hi everyone.
Hello, Dean.
Also says Robert with the clicks. Should we call you Robert or Dean?
I prefer Dean. Too many Bobs in the family.
Fair enough. So let's see. You got the link in the channel for the joining?
I do. I send it late.
Okay.
So people might trickle in.
Okay. So quick update on the financials. Jamie?
They're posted. They're on the forums. Come talk to me if you have questions.
All right.
We're still recovering.
I have a question. Is there a certain
Yes.
video that I should be watching, or should I just kind of jump around?
If you do not highlight any of them, I'll be controlling it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Hands off.
If it's not moving around, then click the one that you already have clicked, and it will go to the one I'm controlling.
Okay. John. So Dean, now we're going to move into our show and tell portion of the meeting, and you're actually up first on the agenda. John, would you like to introduce our Bus Brothers friend?
Yes, this is Dean.
Hold on. Give me a second.
One moment.
Oh, the bus guy. We didn't go over the
This is Dean.
control schedule
Ahead of time. So Dean contacted us a few weeks back about driving a bus down from Michigan because it's really cold in Michigan during the winter.
Bring some snow with you.
Yes. But basically being able to work on their ideally open source school bus upgrade and renovation kit plan design thing. He'll explain it better. But using our bay and some of our tools and some light access to the lab to be able to work on that from December 26th until 2 weeks from that day. Dean, would you like to explain that further?
Sure thing. So, a few of my friends and I have purchased a bus, and let me restart here. A few of my friends have purchased a bus, and we would like to create a sort of a schematic for a bus that is sort of converted into a tiny home. We want to make it as affordable as possible so that anyone can have the opportunity. We're working with a budget from around $5,000 to $7,000, and we're on the right track so far. So everything's going great, and the current state of the bus right now, we've purchased it and painted it and gone through the whole exterior of the bus, and kind of just went through everything and done preventative maintenance and restorative maintenance, and now we're onto the insides of the bus. We'll be installing sort of modular style furniture, as well as what I mean by modular is like a sort of a grid of furniture. Each window's 27 inches wide, so sort of squares that are 27 inches long going along the whole side of the bus. And that way we can have adaptable furniture. Say we want to change the kitchen area to the living area, boom, we can do that. And make it adaptable for any sort of use. Say you want to haul some dirt bikes and mopeds, you could take out the back area and you have storage. If you want to make it a person hauler, you can take out the seats and put in a bunch of different rows of seats and make it, we just want to make it adaptable. Our main plan when we come down there is to install a biodiesel conversion kit or waste vegetable oil conversion kit, so that when we are traveling, lodging will be free and fuel costs will be practically zero. That way we can travel and start spreading our philosophy. That's all for now. I didn't really plan a whole lot before this, but I'm open to your questions.
So if you let me interject here, so we've been talking with Dean and his friends for the last couple of weeks, trying to figure out how to make it happen for them to be able to come down here, park their bus in front of the lab for a couple of weeks, and do a pretty cool thing. So we've had numerous emails back and forth. We've conversed with Dave, and he's talked with the city and stuff like that. There's some gray areas that we're still trying to figure out. But for the most part, it looks like we're going to be able to make this happen, especially with the support of the rest of the members. But we wanted to bring him in to talk a little bit about his project, to see kind of what everyone's temperature was and all that, and if you had any questions for him or for us as the conversations we've already had.
Minutes.
I got it.
Okay, so sorry guys, questions, comments?
So how many people would you be bringing down to work on the bus?
We'll be having 5, including myself.
So Tom had a question.
Did I hear you say you're making a tiny house?
Yeah, there's all this interest in tiny houses, and I think that having a house on wheels I think it'll be sort of a paradigm shift for a lot of people. The shock and awe value of coming into here. Oh, you did this for maybe $7,000. That's fantastic. It's a beautiful house. We've got wooden interior at this point, so something that will allow people to travel and not be tied down to an area.
Cool. Any other questions for our friend Dean here?
Come on, guys.
Come on, everyone's got questions.
How much mechanical experience do you have on diesel motors?
Did you hear that?
On diesel motors, I have not much mechanical experience on diesel motors, but have worked a lot with. I've had probably 20 to 30 cars at this point and fixed them all myself. So I'm pretty confident, and I have an entire manual, and along with the kit we're buying, you get customer support, and if anything were to go wrong. So.
Just checking with you.
How are you handling waste? That's like a weird thing, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of important on a tiny house.
What's that?
How do you handle waste?
Oh, yes. Waste as far as with the furniture we're building and things like that.
Pretty sure you're not going to be able to have somebody just drive just to
Human waste.
Black water.
Human waste?
Oh, yeah.
Are we talking about poop?
We're talking about poop.
That black gold.
So, I mean, you want this like a biodiesel converter, I mean, so.
Yeah. Eventually, I'd like to put a humanure compost toilet into it so that we can create compost with it. It's kind of nitty-gritty work, but I think it's cool.
So, reminder, these guys are going to be spending 2 weeks with us.
Yeah, they're going to be spending
Lots
2
of
weeks
time.
with us,
Yeah.
hanging out,
Using our
spending time with
building.
you guys.
So you're saying our plants will grow a lot better?
Maybe.
They might.
So
Ask them all the questions you'd ask Denver.
what status is your latrine currently, and if that's not totally 100%, when would that be produced over this day?
Yes. It is nil at this point, non-existent, but we've got a small, like a sort of camping toilet that will at least allow us to go number 1 per se.
How far do you expect to get with your project in your 2 weeks here?
Let's see, we'd like to have the conversion kit in and installed, and we'd like to have the sort of modular bathroom built, and the kitchen and sleeping areas built. The seating we'll hopefully have in before we come.
What kind of tools do you expect to be using here?
What's that?
What kind of tools do you expect to be using here?
We'd like to use basic woodworking tools like table saw. I just want to make fine cuts and make this a very eloquent interior. So table saw, circular saw, sanders, routers if access to them is possible. A drill would be very helpful. I'll be bringing a few of my own tools, so.
Well, we can help with all that except for the drill. We don't have any drills here. Okay.
That's actually our weak point. We have very few hand tools and very few drills.
Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to opt for the Amish peg and hole technique then.
Yeah, we can see those.
There you go. You mentioned using power tools. Are you willing to sign the liability waiver that much of our membership has signed?
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. I've been in construction my whole life.
What part of Michigan are you guys in?
Kalamazoo.
The cold part.
Yeah. We're right in that little strip. Okay, so here's what Michigan looks like. We call it the mitten. We are right here. That's right where the snow hits the hardest.
Hey, we have a person in the warehouse.
Yep. Hey, how are you gonna get down here without going through Ohio?
That's a pretty big obstacle there. We'd like to refrain from that as much as possible. No. Where we're at, we actually go right down through Chicago, Illinois, and on I believe through Louisiana, and
just easier.
Yeah.
I like those wheels in Ohio.
So one of our members is actually out in the warehouse right now. I don't know if you can see him. He's randomly walking around.
I think he's
giving you a tour, maybe.
Oh, cool.
There's the tool.
There's a drill press. There's the CNC router.
Ah, you do have drills.
We have a drill press. We have like 4 drill presses. But if you need to take it out anywhere,
It's a little unwieldy.
All right. Okay. So Dean and his friends will be staying with us for 2 weeks. They will have intermittent access to the lab, provided no one, says no. And
yeah, that's what we're deciding tonight.
Do they mind if we volunteer to help them at all, or?
I would love it.
Yeah, cheap free labor.
Yep.
Yeah, we'd like to involve the community as much as possible. So.
Cool.
Yes.
So we do have a couple of regular questions now that we have to ask you, which are completely off topic from your construction.
Okay.
You actually asked the first question.
Yes. The first question is. Ready? The first question is Star Trek or Star Wars?
Ooh. Well, you saw how I started out with this hole.
Okay. TOS or new Star Trek?
What's that?
Original series or new Star Trek?
Originals.
Okay.
Where's you're not in there?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a hard one to say because the new Star Wars is coming out. Obviously, I'm gonna go see it on Thursday, and I think I'll be able to know better then.
We may or may not have watched like 14 and a half hours of Star Wars in the last couple days.
Yeah, marathon.
On a 25-foot screen.
I left here at 1 a.m. and came back and you were still watching the last 30 something.
That's a lot of movie.
Yeah.
All right. Any other completely off-topic questions for our friend Dean from Michigan?
Or on topic.
Or on topic. On topic, off topic.
Thought about making the waste system into a methane generator.
And then
What's that?
roll up.
I'm not saying it's for cooking. I mean,
Try again, Carlos. He didn't hear you.
Speak louder.
You gotta.
methane generator from the waste. Have you thought about that?
Oh, I'd love to.
So you have
I'd like to put a. What's that?
So you have a way to actually provide methane to your cooking device. So cook with your own crap, basically.
I'll do it.
So, pleasure.
Yeah, and I'd like to say anyone that helps can also add to the methane.
Okay. I have an on-topic question. So Florida gets really hot even though it's winter. Do you guys have AC in the butts?
No, we don't.
It was like 85 out
Yeah, it was 85 today.
Oh, that's so great. It's realize we're coming there to escape the cold. It's gonna be like maybe 20, 15 degrees here.
You should bring your swimsuit. And we'll hook you
Yeah.
up. David had a question in the back of the room.
Have you looked at any kind of like solar panels or additional power requirements for the bus?
Eventually, we'll be putting, I believe, 12 solar panels on an array on the top of the bus, and sort of underneath a glass platform so that you can walk on it, have storage up there as well. And with 12, I think we'll be able to power basically everything on the bus.
Cool. All right, is there any other questions for our friend Dean before we decide to potentially grant them access to use our space to work on their cool bus project? John, do you have a question?
Do you know any good sites?
Any sites?
Yeah.
Good one.
Any good sites?
Websites?
Yeah.
Oh, woo!
You have a lot of.
I would say yes.
That's it. That's the answer.
We don't want to record the answer.
Good. We'll stick with yes.
I'm gonna have, yeah, but we can't leave out Robert. You can't hear it if we leave it out. So I'll call you, Robert, and I'll tell you what just happened.
Am I gonna get slimed? Am I on a game show?
All right.
All right, as soon as we can slime him, I'm for it.
Great. I'm for it. We're all good to go then. All right, Robert. Thank you. You're more than welcome to stick around. Dean, rather, you're more than welcome to stick around for the meeting. Like a little bit more show and tell, and then a couple cool upcoming events and all kinds of things like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Oh,
Thank
join our
you
Slack.
all.
Yes. Join our Slack channel.
All right.
Yeah, Lance will send you the link.
Okay, cool. I'd like to stick around for a little while. I don't know if I'll be able to stay around for the whole meeting, but I appreciate I appreciate being able to be here. This is fantastic, everybody. And that's all.
Thank you. All right. So going around, very quickly, we'll talk about some other cool stuff.
Does anybody else have cool things to share?
Does anyone else have cool things to share before I share my cool things? Yeah. Dave's got cool things to share.
Christmas.
This is Christmas. Please eat these, I would assume. Make these go away. Don't you pass them?
I was like, what me?
Of course. So you're the last person to get
On the cards.
So,
Yep. Okay.
Cool. Yes, Willa.
so Lance, myself, Dave, and Jenny, Casey, we all went to JSConf last week or the week before. So JavaScript is awesome. Come to Node School, and we'll have drones and all kinds of fun NodeBot things and fun things to play with. So,
And the next Node School is in 2 days.
Thursday.
This Thursday, the 17th.
What do you think?
Was that 8 p.m.? 7:30? 7?
7.
Because it's during working hours.
Working hours. Got it. Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, John.
For a complete novice, would it be okay?
Yes. Okay. We go from everything from not knowing JavaScript all the way through advanced Node things.
We're gonna make robots too, maybe.
So
I
it's
should
totally
bring my
fine.
Paradrone.
Yes.
Yes.
Which one do you have?
I have the mini.
You're fine.
I saw it out there, so as soon as I got it.
Okay. Awesome. Who else has got things to share? Lots of stuff going on. Yes.
So a couple of weeks ago, I started a lasering project for my mom to make little kind of Christmas ornaments.
Is she gonna join?
No.
You would love
Not
to.
join.
Wait, what?
Oh, I give up.
I talked about dick jokes.
Use the other one.
Not-
And? You
don't think your mom did-
You don't think your mom made dick jokes?
I don't want to hear her. But so I
Does she know any
started those out, got more used to using Photoshop and
Live on the internet.
getting pictures ready to be lasered. So if anybody wants to do like 3D lasering, I can give some pointer tips on that now as well.
Awesome.
But
Cool.
they turned out pretty sweet.
Cool. Who else has awesome things to share? It's an awesome month. Yes. Yes, Mr. Nick.
Okay, so right now, Linda and I are actually in the process of applying for, and JD, he's not back here right now, so he's not actually in the process, we're including him. This is awesome. We're applying for BattleBots 2016. Yeah.
Like the BattleBots?
What?
Like the BattleBots 2016?
Yeah.
Nice.
We're gonna get people say all the help we can get. I'm not sure what our maximum team size is, but anyone who's willing to contribute.
I know from us.
Yes, you're.
I'm really good with CAD.
Yo, Carlos.
John's really good with radio stuff. So am I.
Carlos.
People who can do CAD.
Look at all these questions.
People who can put cat ears on things. Any of the above.
Cat ears. Okay.
Yes.
I had 2 more questions over this direction.
I just wanted to stay on, be a part of it as well.
We will take all the help we can get. I'm not sure what our technical maximum team size is and everything, but I mean it's a pretty significant project. So
We'll have a month.
What weight class are you guys going for?
200.
there's only one.
250.
It's 250-pound robots. The design rules are listed at the moment. It's public, unlike last year. The deadline was technically yesterday, but they had an overwhelming response, and they extended it till February 15th. Now, from here on out, it's rolling emissions, so the faster we get all of our stuff in from the design front, the better. And it's really specific. They're pretty picky about it because everyone and their mother is trying to apply for this, so you've got to have your kit together. But I think we can do it. And if we get in, then we have like a month to build this thing, and perhaps California or whatever. And we look. I believe if we get in, we may get some funding. I'm not 100% on it. Otherwise,
It's okay, we have Power Wheels Racers.
Yeah, we can send Power Wheels Racers up against the battle bot.
Nothing could go wrong.
Looking for volunteer pilots.
I'm resilient.
we may, I don't know. Basically, detailed CAD drawings, description of your bot, bios of your team members and stuff, and a video. And you pretty much just want to make your robot as detailed and feasible as possible. And you've got to convince them that you can actually build it in that time and you have access to the needed tools. Because if you have a bandsaw and a drill press and you're saying you're going to build a 250-pound robot in 1 month, they're probably not going to believe you. But if you have a diverse team like FamLab with access to all this awesome equipment,
show them our movie screen.
Awesome people.
Show them our movie screen.
This is true. $0.
Cool.
Who else?
I'll go back on lasering. I don't know who it was that posted this in the laser channel on Slack, but this is the bronze anodized aluminum on Amazon. Ooh. Now, one of the edges is still unfinished, so I'll pass it around, but be careful, please.
Cool. Anyone else? I don't have to camera if you don't want to.
Yeah, no. Coming up on January 12th is the slide rule.
Oh yeah,
workshop.
yeah, slide rule thingy workshop.
Slide rule workshop.
It's on Eventbrite. I will get it on Google Plus and Facebook soon.
I'm done with my Haas class, so I'm going to start teaching classes now.
All right, our expert Haas technician is right there. Ask him everything.
John Cope and I have been using the darkroom, and we have printed several photos. One. Two. We'll actually pass these around as well. So we've been kind of learning the process, learning the technique. Some of these were on 35 millimeters, some of these were on 120. But feel free to look at this. The one of the water towers John took, this was on one of the whole goods we have in the lab on the 120 millimeter film. And then these three were on 35 millimeter film out of my Mamiya.
So what do you think those prints cost?
I can tell you how much they cost. It costs $2.25 for me to develop one roll of 35 millimeter film, and then per sheet of a 5x7 costs about 30 or 40 cents. For the 8x10s, it's about $1.50.
So that 220 is chemicals that you can't use here?
That for the developer for the film right now, the 220 is for chemicals to develop one roll. It'll actually develop 2 rolls of 35, but we only have a double 35 tank right now. You could use it again if you were processing like roll after roll after roll, but we're only doing it one roll and then dumping it because we don't have another roll to process right now.
The trick is that it's once you get it into a working solution, it only lasts for about 24 hours and it oxidizes. So so if you're doing it, you only have to make it up once for an evening of work, but once you're done, you're done.
But then,
Chemical needed on the paper, it's already in the paper.
No, it's got. You also need chemicals for the
yeah, so you also need chemicals for the paper. So you develop your film, and then when you transfer it to the paper goes through another set of processes. Although you can save most of those chemicals for another round. Yeah. We could. The cost will come down as we do it more.
Bulk is better.
Okay.
But we'd be happy to show anyone what we know, although Mike knows way more than we do. We've just been fumbling around the darkroom and figured out what kind of works.
Hold on. I got some pictures, so that was cool.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that.
That was cool. Anyone else have anything to show or tell? Yes.
Alright, small plug for my business, sorry for the ad. Alright, it's Christmas season, you probably need to buy things for people. I sell things on the internet.
Only show things on
So
the
they're cool things.
or on YouTube.
Check it out.
Uh-oh.
Bow ties are cool. Bow ties are cooler.
Whoa.
Wait, I can't see it.
Hold on.
Light up bow ties.
Where'd she go?
You lost her. Follow the bow ties.
That's also a lot of other light up things that are just most.
Yeah, the camera doesn't work that well in the dark.
Nope.
That's a bow tie, the light in the background.
What is your website?
That's what make hair clips. I'll pass her my card. Littleightlab.net.
Littleightlab.net.
I also made a Star Wars skirt because Star Wars is coming up, but it's not finished because it's light up yet. It's not very. That's right here.
Awesome.
If you don't want to pay for shipping, send me an email and I can drop off.
All right, we got one more.
Do you want the AVI or the WA? Okay, it's converting. In future, I can play stuff that's on YouTube. This way, I have to hold a camera against the screen.
We're classy.
There's not enough Google Hangouts.
No, it plays stuff over the internet only, so YouTube, basically. It's still converting.
Oh, sorry.
Well, we can talk the upcoming stuff and then come back to Lazarus thing. All right, so talking for Mike. We've had a massive ton of events recently. Thank you guys. Upcoming events: DIY BioLab meetings hosted by Dave Casey and his motley crew are Saturdays 3 to 5, and really it ends up being 3 to 4 a.m. There is a Boy Scout leadership meeting. That's Rick's. That's tomorrow. Lance is taking Node School on Thursday the 17th. Our Christmas party is this weekend.
We'll talk about that more.
We'll talk about it more. Yeah, it's at the very end.
Halabash.
It's at the very, very end of everything, so that we can continue talking about it. DC 407, the lockpicking things, 2600. That's Willa and Lance on the 29th. Mike is doing his slide rules seminar coming up on January 12th. Questions for that, poke him. Come out for that. We'll learn you a slide rule. Melrose is doing their 2nd anniversary. We are having a table there. That's Willa, Candy, and Suraj. That's on February 6th. If you want to magically help them with that, come poke Willa, Suraj,
If you want to help with the Melrose Center, I need to know. It is a shorter event this year. So it's not last year where it was 8, 9, 10 hours of sitting at a table talking to people that have no idea who we are. I think it's like 4 hours this year, and we're only gonna have the one table instead of 2. So things are scaled down for us because we know what the event is. So it's gonna be a lot of people who have no idea what you do. They're gonna think we sell 3D printers, and we're gonna have to explain what we are. So if you're into that, library, downtown library in Orlando, February 6th. To February 6th.
That would be a Saturday.
Okay. I'm going to go through the awesome box unless anyone objects and has any more events that I'm missing. So awesome box. On the very top of the list, I have Tom, Anthony, Nick, Katie, and others for cleaning and cleating the lab. So thank you guys very much for that. I know it was a lot of work. I know it's a very long process, but it all looks pretty awesome. And if you haven't seen them, those are the French cleats in the Fab Lab around the outside of here. And of course, they did a ton of cleanup and a ton of organizational work a couple weekends ago. Mike Bakula and Tracy also for organizing and cleaning the lab. They did also a ton of work. There is now a dedicated membership storage area. Do not store non-membership things on there. Then that means if you have a bin and it has your name on it, that's where it goes. If you have a power tool, that's not where the power tool goes. Unless the power tool is yours and it's in the box that is yours that has your name on it on the shelf. So we'll show you that if you don't know where that is. If you need a box, if you do not have a Familab official storage bin, let us know. We will provide one for you for free. So you just have to ask. It's a very heavy-duty tote. It's like a $15 value, and it's yours forever and ever and ever.
Okay, come see me after.
I have 2 videos queued up.
Okay, we're going to switch to videos real quick, and then we'll go back to the awesome list.
Okay, first one is not showing on the other screen.
In front of the camera.
Anyhow.
You want to keep going?
I don't know how to do this.
Okay, Lance is going to figure this out. I'm going to keep going. Candy, that is Ian's wife and our friend, she was on call to do educational school and student tours.
I put that on there. So we got an email asking for an Odyssey of the Mind group to come through and take a tour during a work day while we were all very busy working. Candy steps up frequently anytime we get a school, educational, that kind of group, and does the teacher thing through here so that we don't have to arrange people coming off of work and whatnot and figure out how to deal with students. So I give Candy props for that.
What's awesome is that she was here. The school group actually never showed.
Yeah. But she was on call for it.
She was on call, and she said the tree looks great.
And she said, and she's done it before. She's brought groups through before.
Willa, for spearheading our
I put a bunch of crap on there. I'll keep it going.
Okay.
Willa has
Sorry.
stepped up to take care of. Willa has stepped up to take care of a lot of our outreach stuff, especially manning the outreach channel. Taking on Melrose, she's working with Maitland, and I keep dumping crap on her. So yay, Willa. I put the next one on there. Lance and Nick and JD and whoever else was here at all hours making the gigantic projector screen and the Star Wars Day a thing, including setting up the living room in the warehouse. I put Bacula on here for spearheading the points of contact list, which you may or may not have seen on the forums. Go look. Basically, who to talk to for each specialty area. If you'd love to volunteer, let us know. I put Dave Smith and Mike King on here for making Haas do. Ted and Company for going to fetch the Christmas tree, including everybody who donated money towards it. We had a ridiculous amount of money for tree and decorations. Yes, Ted?
Do we still have money left over for decorations?
We do. The tree was $400. We still have $195 left for decorations and stuff, which is awesome because there's nothing on the tree.
Yeah, we have 16-foot tree and no lights.
I would also say that for the Christmas party, if you have an ornament that you want to consider possibly donating to the lab, I would bring it and hang it on the tree.
Or tag it with your name and put it on the tree, but put something on the tree.
Even if everyone brings 100 ornaments, I think we'll still be short.
So, for those of you who haven't seen yet, there is a 16-foot tall Christmas tree outside here. It is a real Christmas tree.
Holiday shrub.
It is a very large evergreen tree.
Just shrubbery?
This is a Target
Shrubbery.
I don't know how you.
Water
bearer. Yeah. They had a DIY buy this weekend.
Is that it right there? This big.
The thing that moves. Yeah.
Nice.
Why do you want to have? It's a Target.
What?
Yeah.
You know, there's probably hundreds or thousands of them around the lab anyway.
Yeah, but we don't want to know.
Hey, these are the We found one.
Did you actually find it outside? That wasn't the cultured one.
No.
So that was found in our parking lot.
So that was a free range credit grade.
Yeah, our first batch of interns collected that.
Nice. That's pretty sweet.
Wow.
So if you want to come look at neat things under a microscope and do horrible experiments to them, go see Dave.
Okay, let me queue up the next video by switching.
Okay,
so they look
second
at
video.
other- Well, now I'm going to switch it so that the other laptop so we can get the other laptop.
I have no idea what's going on.
Neither do I, it's okay.
This is like laptopception.
Wow.
What's that? We have a monthly meeting. Thing.
What?
Anthony's figuring out how to use our Adobe After Effects. He made this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way more than I can make.
soon enough we'll figure out how to play a video on the internet.
You did that in an hour or two.
Very cool. Going down the list, Ted and company for getting the large holiday shrubbery that is currently in our warehouse. Thank you for everyone who donated, and thank you for everyone who helped getting it here and set up. They didn't deliver it, but it's still an effort. And if you happen to be passing by the warehouse and you're like, I wonder if that tree needs water. It probably does, so check it, add some water to it.
It's
we don't
right
want
next
it
to
dry
the
now.
hose.
It's right next to the hose.
Oh, wait,
Water.
I'm on this one.
Water the tree. What's going on?
I don't know. I'm making everyone sick. Sorry?
And also, of course, everyone who decorated or donated to the Tree and Decoration Fund. All right. Lance, do you want to talk about the next one?
What?
Filming?
Filming. Oh, wait. The things that were posted?
It's under updates on the agenda.
What updates do we have about filming?
It was the
I can read it.
added to the agenda.
Okay.
Respecting
So
folks.
I'll read what it says, and maybe Lance can comment on it. So I'll say a little bit as well. So just in case you guys don't know, photography and filming of members and membership activities and member events and member things going on are filmed and are photographed and are documented on site. It's actually in our membership packet and membership agreement. There's a photo release in there. However, we want to be... Oh, they're taking pictures. I thought my computer was doing something. So people with cameras, though, you do need to be respectful of other people. Some people don't want to be filmed, and that's okay. Ask permission if it's for a public release. There are a public non-FamLab release. There are forms you have to get from people, consent forms to show their image on video, things like that. So just be respectful of that. And of course, if anyone has any suggestions on how we handle people who don't want to be on camera, we're definitely all open for those suggestions.
Yeah. So, and I think this one came up. I posted posters because we were having what we hope to be a rather large event with a bunch of guests. So instead of getting waivers from each and every single one of them, it's filming going to be on this day for this event. If you don't like it,
It was just this room.
say something. It was posted in this room and in the laptop bar because that's where I thought we were going to be, and we ended up in the front row.
Yeah, it was posted right on the western door.
Yeah, I put it on the doors because that's what I figured I could tape to without ruining anything.
It wasn't even the entire lab either.
Yeah.
I have one comment on that.
Sure, absolutely.
Because that confused the hell out of me. And so I think if we're going to do active filming, and it confused me because it came the week directly after we were talking about having the UCF students do a documentary.
Sure.
So I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? And so what I didn't see on there is I didn't see where it was actually going to be filmed. You know, it should have said, laptop bar, this room, and so that it was clear. Because it was on the door in the break room, in the laptop bar, leading out to the warehouse.
Sure.
Which would make me think the warehouse is where the film is going on.
Gotcha. Yeah, I taped it to the doors just because I didn't want to mess the tape
I'm
up.
just making a suggestion that if we're going to have active filming, that we just say where it's going to be, and we should have a contact name so we can clarify if there's anything. That's all.
Do that.
Okay, good suggestions. Any other thing on filming or photography of members of the lab?
We have an Instagram.
Oh.
He actually remembered the event.
Yeah. After many emails to Instagram about our trademark that doesn't actually exist, they freeze the account name.
So
I don't know. It's wrong. So someone else should talk to me about managing that social media account.
So on that point, Hootsuite does support Instagram now. So if you want to be like the social media person, we have a whole suite of tools for that, and it's already set up.
I
give you credits. Come on.
Okay.
I'm going to tag on to the other,
Okay,
actually,
go
which is totally unrelated to the
Watch
original
threads.
topic. Social media. Please, 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 please. If you have an event, take pictures, send them to us, write a blog post, do something. It shows that not only does it show that we're living up to the 501c3, we're educating the community, all that kind of stuff. It's really cool and it's great publicity. And pictures are awesome and gives us something to push out on our social media because without member content, we don't have
Yeah,
content.
I have to make up stuff, and sometimes it's stupid.
Yeah, so if you have an event that you're doing, if you have events, if you're making something cool, if you're doing BattleBot stuff, whatever, take pictures, send them to me if you would like, and I'll come to Lance, or send them to Lance, or we'll put it on the social media or something.
And on the slideshows on all the TVs.
Yeah. It's good publicity. It's awesome.
Okay, going down, we have the Adobe CC license. It is installed on one machine right now.
So the FabLab computer now has the Adobe Creative Cloud and all of the applications that come with it. I was told there's a problem with licensing. I'm going to be taking a look at that after this. But everything is there. Please, 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 do not put any more pirated software on that computer.
On any lab computer.
On any lab computer. Yeah, don't ever do it. I don't know that there was any there. We have totally legit Adobe software.
If you have software that is licensed for business use for multiple users, it can be installed. Without it, please ask us. It's not something we want to get in trouble for a year down the road because that can be a very hefty fine, depending on what kind of software it is.
Yeah.
So do not put any kind of pirated software or pirated versions of Windows or anything like that. No matter how much you think you're helping out, don't put it on a lab-owned computer. What you do on your own laptop is a different story, but don't put it on a lab computer, please.
I did.
We have more eyes on us on that computer. That computer's kind of slow, and it's Adobe After Effects and things easily overwhelm it. So if someone had a computer they weren't using or something, or even a NVIDIA CUDA supported video card, because that's what Adobe uses, that would be awesome.
Like a GTX.
I have no idea what it means, honestly. I don't know what the supported list is, but what it has in there right now, not works.
Not works.
Not works.
Okay.
So, Lance, when I donated that machine like 2 years ago, it was a decent machine and we stopped using it work.
Yeah. I know. No, it's not a judgment on the machine. Not at all.
It's a judgment on Adobe.
What? Adobe is heavyweight. It is.
Yeah.
Adobe does not screw around with that stuff.
No.
So,
Okay.
I mean, it'd be nice
Download more RAM.
if we had something cool.
Just
compress it.
Blue lab computers?
We could.
We can.
We could paint them on it, or the screen's blue.
Right across the middle.
Democracy, man.
If it exists and it's plugged in the lab and no one's next to it, it's a lab computer.
Pretty much any desktop that's at the lab is a lab computer at this point. Because everybody's bringing their laptops as nodes around the room.
I think there's one person that brings a desktop. But
Yeah,
it's obvious.
but you don't know that.
And it goes home
Okay.
like when you
So let's keep rolling, guys. We've only got a few minutes to finish with a lot of stuff.
I got the next one too.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so we got a letter, I will pass it around, from a 4th grade class that is making a makerspace. They are a gifted classroom. Their teacher is setting them up with a whole bunch of stuff. I won't read the letter now and save you some time, but it's on the forums as an RFC. We talked about it, a few of us, and I wrote back and said, cool, they had a Donors Choose campaign up, and we totally missed it because of how slow the mail is. But we decided, the handful of us who commented on the RFC, that we would love to crowdfund, not use lab funds, to send them something shiny. I wrote back to the teacher of said 4th grade class. They're planning on expanding their makerspace for the younger grades to use. They're having a take it apart corner. They're having the whole 9 yards, somewhere for them to experiment and poke with stuff. They have a couple of things, and they said it's pretty much up to our discretion. They love surprises. They love that we want to support them. So if there are any ideas for things to send to them, Arduino kits, pies, whatever, hop on the forums, add it to the RFC. I would love if you want to help us out with the crowdfunding for it. But yeah, so basically Gifted Classrooms making a makerspace, reached out to another makerspace for donations, and I think it would be really cool to get something to them. Yes, Tom?
You should say the 10 basic stamp kits. They're in cellophane.
That's true.
That's a great idea.
This is, hang on, I had this open.
Those are good.
I sent the letter around. Give me 10 seconds. It's Maitland. It's Lake Sedalia Elementary School. Yeah, it's a local makerspace. A local elementary school with a makerspace.
Yeah. And the kids wrote us a letter. So
yeah, they wrote us a business letter, and it was cute.
So
They named their makerspace the Dolphin Dew Lab.
Are we pretty much limited to not going to lose a finger?
That would probably be advisable. They don't have a pile of power tools. They've got a handheld makey-makeys. They've got an Arduino starter kit. Yeah, a soldering iron.
Those things, no sharp.
No BattleBot. Probably not a Sawzall.
No BattleBot.
But the suggestion was made on the forums for a SumoBot kit because those are fairly harmless. Or a couple of single bot kits.
Yeah, definitely.
Fairly.
If you have more suggestions, go into the forums, add them to the forums. We can discuss it there. Also, I'm sure you can hit up Jamie or any of us in Slack if you have questions about donating equipment for that cause, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to make a quick point here. So there are a couple people who have some of those black rolling tool chests that sit about 30 inches wide, stand about 4 feet tall. Our goal is to phase out of those. We now have 84 current paying accounts, which means we probably have even more than that. They consider themselves members or our member spouses. So our total number of members is lots. For everyone to have that much space, we don't have that much space. When we had 4,000 square foot and 40 members, we could do it all day. So if you have a cart now, we're not asking you to remove it right away. We're asking you to very gracefully over the next couple of months try to transition your cart supplies into box supplies. If we can't have it for everyone, then we can't have it for a couple people. We just don't have the space. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
So for the few people that are at the booster level, that was one of the only perks. How is that going to be handled?
It's a great question. For the people who are boosters,
I know I'm not there, but we do have that as a tier.
I think that we can discuss with those individual people offline. But we'll talk about it. But the goal is we're going to have 90 members by February. So if we have 90 tool carts that take up almost 3 of our standard boxes, we just don't have the storage space for it. And we're trying to get everyone to start using those bins because, again, we don't want everyone's stuff left everywhere in the lab. Again, we're not trying to be mean. We don't have the space. If you have personal storage, huh?
I can reach your phone.
Can you take it? If the individual member wishes to lease a space for Mr. Woods,
you can store all your stuff there.
So
You should
you
do
can rent
so
just
bigger
this square.
The lockers are being removed as well. So if you have a locker, it's going to go under the same purview. You need to get a box.
We talked about using the lockers, one small group of them as a Dropbox.
It's still a consideration. Also, we're talking about using the lockers for like class storage. So if you have like the Arduino class or the slide rule class, it would be a locked locker that would have a resettable combination, something fancy on it. So that if you had class materials in there, it could be used for that rather than member storage. It's one of those things where if everyone can't have one, then everyone can't have one.
It's pretty much phasing it out for personal use.
Yeah. You know, again, like I said, when we were 40 strong, it was much easier to do something like that. Yes, Kate.
A randomly well-dressed man in a suit just walked by the window.
That's less.
Okay. Random dude in a suit.
It's not a common occurrence. It was
The FBI.
There was actually some window, and I give Dave kudos for.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but it sat here for a week without anybody putting it in. So.
That was actually from our friends at Atlantis Art Glass. So if you want to take a stained glass class or glass blowing, see our friends there. They also give us a good deal.
Or glass fusing.
Any quick questions about carts I can answer very quickly that I can't answer offline? Okay, moving forward. So John, actually one more thing before the holiday party. I'm sorry, one more thing. So I did actually just had a couple of drinks with Doug Brown from Factor today before the member meeting. We were talking about joint membership and what we can do between the two spaces. So he has offered a pretty hefty discount to Factor if you're an active current FamiLab member in exchange for a couple of things for us. So if you're an active current FamiLab member, Doug will offer you a discount of $100. Sorry, not a discount of $100, but discount to $100. So it's $100 for their top tier and $50 for the bottom tier. So that's normally $150 and $75. Their tiers are, as I understand, $150 gets to access to the entire facility and all the tools in the back and everything. $75 is essentially only their front area. So kind of very similar to us. We've got like a, more office type area with electronic stuff, 3D printers, laser cutters. There's a limited time frame that you can use those pieces of equipment, but that would be available to you if we want to do that.
So the full tier would be the shop bot, the welding stuff, their Haas, a kiln, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, but the lower tier would be the sewing machines and 3D printers.
Well, now, in the higher tier, you also have access to precious metal information, a mini shop bot for rapid prototyping, a large shop bot, the welding area, which has 3 different welders, including a stick welder. I was going to bring over here my stick welder.
You should do that.
Yeah, my CNC is already coming here because nobody there knew even how to use it. So I'm just bringing it here. This is larger footprint than what you guys have.
We'll laser
So-
the factor logo off.
There is no.
So what he wants, and this is for us to decide. This isn't a done deal for anything of this. We're trying to figure out how to make this work. We can't offer a discount on our membership at all. We're right up against the line. If you guys want to see our financial statements about how close we are every month,
Come talk to me.
come talk to Jamie. We figured it out at one point. We sat down and figured out that just to keep the lights on and the air conditioner running costs us about $37 per member. So there's not a lot on the other side of that per member. So we can't discount from there. We're one of the least expensive hackerspaces in the country at this point. Most hackerspaces start at $75 or $100, and we're trying as hard as we can to keep it at $50, make it super awesome for everybody. So in lieu of discounting it, what Doug proposed is that instead of having our standard membership process for anyone who's been vetted and is a member at Factor, they would then, this is his suggestion, that then they would actually just be able to be voted in directly and become a member at Family Lab. So they would not have a get to know you process. I understand that. Now, that's why I followed it first. He said that anyone who is a member at Factor generally is weeded out financially. So a lot of the creeps and weirdos get weeded out because it costs them $150 or $250 a month to be a member there. He did mention there were some people who he would not recommend as members here, and he would let us know before that was a thing. So it's an ongoing discussion. If anyone has any other suggestions as to what we can do for them if they're going to give us a discount, the idea is to make a big social media push and promote both spaces at the same time. He's willing to throw dollars behind the social media push. Say, hey, look what Orlando's doing, look how cool we are, we work together, all this kind of stuff. Think about it, get with me, we'll figure it out, and we'll go from there.
I think this needs to be an RFC.
It's definitely going to be an
So that we can
RFC.
capture the comments.
I haven't sat down yet to do any of that. So
it needs to be a discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I told him that. So we want to try to work with them more. We want to try to do classes there. We want to try to do classes here. We're going to try to do some cross-pollination of things just to grow the Orlando maker and hacker movements. So we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Holiday party.
It's happening.
Does anyone not know that we're having a holiday party? Is this news to anyone?
We're live on the internet.
So holiday party is happening this Saturday on the 19th. The entire thing is generally going to be potluck style. So bring what you can, what you'd like to test on the membership in terms of your cooking abilities. We've got some amount of hot dishes, plenty of desserts. We try to work with people who have offered to bring in tables and chairs and stuff like that to get that going. There's going to be a White Elephant gift exchange. The theoretical limit is $15. It's not a hard limit. You're just going to be really disappointed if you spend more than that. 15 is like a cap for sadness.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be disappointing.
So, can you explain White Elephant and how the theme of the gifts is typically at a Family Lab party?
Alright, so no kids.
Live on the internet.
If you have children and they're not familiar with our lab and our vulgar policies, do not bring them. This is not a child-friendly event.
There's gag gifts.
There are gag gifts.
Such as stained glass windows.
And gag gifts.
Are there real gifts?
Sometimes.
No.
Jessica and my gifts are real gifts. People will really actually enjoy what they are.
Yeah.
Mine's a combo once you get past
I
the
stole my own gift.
Mine's just at the
Was that?
I stole my own gift back 1 year.
That's true.
Can you bring a hand tool and gift it to the lab?
Yes.
We gladly accept
Yes.
donations.
Yes, but that won't introduce you to the White Elephant gift exchange. The lab's not a player in this.
Why not?
Because the lab can't get up and steal things back from you.
Because the lab is the only one
Would you build a robot for it?
That's true.
I haven't done my Saturday.
So there is
a
forum post too.
Yeah, so there's a forum post on the forums. It's an RFC or an announcement or somewhere. I'll link to it again. It's in the Slack channel Parpy. It's got a list of some general guidelines for the party. It's also got a list of the RSVP. URL RSVPing is great because then somebody has some semblance of an idea of what to expect.
Not us.
If anybody wants access to the results of that, I'll hand them to you for any kind of planning or assistance. But the general idea is show up, bring something if you're not a jerk, bring something you went out and if you're extra fun. We should have a good time on the 19th until the police shut us down.
And decorate the tree.
Decorate the
Can we shut us down?
Maybe. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the goal.
All right. Any other questions about the party? Yes.
Oh, party is also by us, for us. It's completely membership driven. It's do it yourself. If you want to decorate the lab for it, decorate the lab for it, make it happen.
Cool.
I see a hand.
Has anyone not been to a Family Lab party before?
There's a hand.
Okay.
I was gonna say, we should have music.
Yes, you can bring guests.
They must be over 8.
There is a thing in the form for guests.
RSVP is the guest thing. It's the guest section of that.
Yes. Over 18, please.
Warn them.
Yes. If you've seen us be vulgar before, this is the most vulgar we get.
This is the Mike gets drunk.
Mike gets
The later it gets, the worse it gets.
talks about particles.
I did that last year. The year before, I ripped a whiteboard off the wall. So,
That wasn't music.
I got last year's video.
thanks.
You said there was a hand up, you said?
Hand up. Questions?
Oh, excellent.
Any other questions on the holiday extravaganza? Okay. Moving on. New members. John Coe, would you like to do the new member stuff?
Yeah. Carlos. So Carlos is the lovely member that we're going to be voting on tonight. Is anybody who not here for his introduction last month, or has anybody not met Carlos so far?
I don't know.
I've met Carlos.
Is he that guy that Doug said? That's what you're about.
Carlos baked pies at my house.
He related to the crowdfunding thing.
I know that there's a sign back
We
there,
crowdfunded.
Carlos's name. It says, "Do not touch Carlos."
Do not touch
Well,
Carlos. That's good.
I'm not touching them.
Oh, wait, there's
Carlos, do you have a TLDR kind of explanation of who you are and what all that is?
No, not really good explanation. I'm slightly crazy and insane. I think living out of rapid prototyping and taking some of that in and
Perfect. That's a great explanation.
that's other than that,
Can you make us a lab?
We need to move again.
What are you bringing to the holiday party for food?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Oh, your wife's gonna cook.
Yeah, she's coming with me to the party.
Okay.
So this is the first time she's gonna meet a lot of you.
Oh, good.
Just so everyone. Just so
Okay,
everyone ahead of time.
You will have chafing dishes.
And she basically said, "Oh, you're gonna get so hammered because you never get hammered." And I'm like,
The margarita machine will make a debut if I remember correctly. You will also be here.
We'll see. The second revision, I ran into a technical problem last weekend, but the original one will be back at the least.
There's a powered margarita machine that very quickly dispenses alcoholic beverages into a cup.
Awesome.
I'm
Optional
optional,
cup.
so now I don't have.
Optional cup. All right. So yes, we're going to be voting on Mr. Carlos. Who is Pablo?
Is Pablo here? No?
No.
All right.
Okay.
Pablo is a friend of Sage's friend.
Not mine.
Hanging out with
Sage's
laser
friend.
things. What?
Sage's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's sitting by, he's not by.
We're not voting on him. We're just going to introduce himself.
But he's not here to introduce himself. So we'll be on the next one.
Next case. Yep.
So,
Yep.
my name is Pablo.
Okay. All right. So we're going to pass out the ballots. Mr. Sir Carlos, we're going to ask you to leave the room for a few moments while we pass out the ballots and vote on you.
Okay, no, we.
Just log into this video thing.
Can somebody mute all 8 video channels?
Actually, I can't.
Lindsay, can you start the router again so there's a little bit of noise in the background? Okay.
I'm amazed it came out that well.
While Jamie is counting, is there anything additional that needs to go on the official agenda? Dave.
It's a query, I guess. I don't know how many of you are aware that Sunshine Labs is going to not exist over next to us as of the end of January. And it's just, you know, Brooks is tied up with other things. Joel of Brightbox is still there, and he'd like to stay there, but the thing is, he's not enough to occupy the building or the space, and I would be interested in trying to continue the concept of a co-working, co-manufacturing space, but we need occupants to do that, and so I'm just putting that word out, and I don't know if there are any members here that are interested, or they know people that are interested in.
Depending on price.
The rates will be better than what Brooks was doing.
The other thing is we might contact our friends at BART again, because I know they were interested in a possible space over here too.
And there's also the possibility that it may end up moving over into the old Family Lab space to get smaller.
Gotcha.
So because there's lots of things going on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
throw the word out with the crowd.
Also, I know for a fact he's not here. He hasn't been here in a while, but oh my God, I forgot his name.
John. David? John?
No.
John. Mike?
God.
David?
Stephen Copeland. Stephen Copeland.
Oh.
He wanted to rent out a room there, but it was too expensive. So a reduced rate, he probably would. Copeland definitely wanted to.
Okay. Do we have all the ballots collected?
Yep, I do.
So Dave, how much would it cost us to put a door in there and make that FamLab extension?
It's offset. I don't think it'll work.
No, it will work. It will work. I considered doing it one day. I was bored. I thought about doing it like that, but that's commitment right there.
All right. Can someone find Carlos and tell him to re-enter as well? The walls are very well insulated, Lila.
Yeah, actually, we did a pretty good. Ted did a really good job,
Yeah.
and a whole bunch of other people. I'm not poo-pooing on them.
so anyhow, one of the big problems with the co-working space is we need to have someone that kind of runs it.
Yeah.
And so that's what's really missing aside from tenants.
If you need somebody to run it, and you'll give free space for that.
Wow. That's a business one right there.
That's something you might consider as kind of
That's the next
more of a co-working slant, because you could do the individual memberships for just having a seat, and then you could do the more dedicated room things to kind of offset costs.
You might be interested too in running it.
It would be a good way to kind
Carlos
of
might
get
be
the
a good person
co-working
to
people a spot.
Yeah.
Carlos, you get job, right?
Carlos?
Yes?
Unfortunately, you will now be a member of FamLab.
I can text anywhere.
Thank you.
Here's the money.
David Mike, this is not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
All right. We've run a little bit long, so sorry for that, guys. But is there anything else? If you have questions about the space, see Dave. You can talk offline about that. Is there anything else official that we need to put on the official agenda? All right. Thank you all, and go make some cool stuff.
Bye, Internet.